Hey, tell us about this Rihanna fashion show I keep reading about and hearing about that's coming up. How did that? So, what is this thing? First of all, you're walking in her fashion show?
Yeah, I'm a model now, I guess, according to Rihanna. It never was on my resume before, but I will do anything for her. Yeah, no, it's the Savage Fenty show. It's volume three. Like anyone who know, I actually can't like get full sentences out when I'm talking about her and the show,
Oh,
and just the fact that she asked me to be part of it because like I'm anyone that knows me knows that I'm internally screaming. It was honestly like one of the coolest experiences I've ever had because I just again like I'm not really involved in stuff like that too often and so yeah I get to walk in the show. I'm a model for the night. I'm a 5 foot model. So yeah it's pretty crazy. I'm so excited for everyone to see it.
do you get to keep any of the clothes? What's the situation there?
I did get to keep some stuff and also just like Savage Fenty
Yeah,
shoe special.
that's really cool. All right, I'm going to ask about the elephant in the room. Everybody is wondering. All your fans want to know. Why did you get cats if you're allergic?
I was literally just like, anytime you see me like looking over, it's because they're playing with like yarn, and I'm so mesmerized by them. Why did I get cats if I'm allergic? Ooh, good question. I haven't thought of an answer to this one because there really is no logical answer other than the fact that they're so cute. Like
Yeah.
I also didn't realize because I grew up with cats. I grew up with four stray cats when I lived in Pennsylvania, and I wasn't allergic. So this is like a new thing. They just,
You just start
because I didn't
itching kind of thing? Is that what it is?
no, I get super stuffy. I sneeze all the time. I'm like, it's so cute.
Yeah.
And I love allergy medicine now. It's really fun.
I was going to say you're popping Claritin and Zyrtec. There's like it's vitamins at this point.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, like I'm figuring out ways to also, I'm just think I'm getting used to them the more that I'm around them. But it is funny, like that adjustment, because I have a dog. His name's Goodwin. He's an icon. And he's like also getting used to like cats because he was a only child for a long time. And
Yeah.
now he's
Um, Tell us about this Alice in Wonderland thing. Can we talk about that yet, or is that all right to talk about?
we can talk a little bit about it very vaguely.
Yeah, because you're starring, you're producing. I mean, are you going to be? It seems like a lot, but
I
very
mean,
exciting at the same time. It's such a classic.
yeah, it's actually, I mean, it truly is my dream project, dream role, especially as like my first project with my own production company, which I launched in the middle of quarantine
Mm.
at Last Productions, which it's just been so exciting to be able to kind of like look for roles and projects and scripts that whether they be things that I can be actually in and a part of, or they're projects that I just, and helping to form that are stories that I can't really tell and stories that, it doesn't make sense for someone like me to tell, but helping other people tell their stories and also just like dynamic and complex characters. Like I think throughout the last year, I went back and watched so many films and there was so many incredible, like strong, nuanced female roles that I don't see as much of now today. And that's like a dream of mine is just to be able to really help bring some of those to life again. And Alice in general is just a new way that you've never seen it before because it's a musical. It's live action and it's set at a music festival.
Mm.
So it's a very, very different interpretation of Alice, but also one that I'm like just so excited for people to see. Yeah, Netflix is like my family. So I'm just so grateful and so excited for everyone to see it.
Good for you. What are you doing next, by the way? What's your day like after this?
Oh, so I'll be in the studio,
Mm.
and that's just something that kind of always happens no matter what. My fans will be like, if you're in the studio, does that mean we're not getting the album for a long time? I'm like, no, it means like I'm, finishing
Yeah.
stuff and doing all the things. But yeah, so I'll be at the studio and do a couple other press things. But
Do you,
schedule and music, obviously, Skinny Dipping just came out, which is really, really exciting because I think it's just a very like it's been a very interesting like journey
yeah.
in my life and as a songwriter and as a musician in general. But I think this just being like the beginning of what they've heard is really exciting to me because I know that there's so much to come that I think they'll be really, really happy about and feel really close to.
Good. And Julia Michaels, of course. It's
Yeah. I love them.
disgusting how much they are in love.
Yeah, and also just like how they're so like they're so incredible together in the way that they can have their relationship but also work together. I always find that to be such an incredibly impressive thing.
Yeah.
And they have such an amazing like relationship all over the place, but I'm their like adopted nibbling. That's what they call me.
Yeah?
um yeah, I don't know why. Actually, I remember we were how that happened. I think like nibbling is a term for something and I forget, but it just kind of stuck. So I'm their adopted nibbling, but they're genuinely just like two of the most emotionally mature people I've ever met in my life, and two people I really enjoy spending my time with because it's nice to be around emotionally mature people.
You may want to look into why they call you that. It may not be the.
Do you think it's
It
offensive?
might be some low key. Yeah.
Let me look this up.
They're just like.
Define
It may not be the
nibbling.
superlative that you're hoping it is.
Oh, I don't
Um,
hold on.
are you looking it
Sibling
up?
is a niece or nephew, a child of the
Oh.
subject's sibling or sibling-in-law. Yeah, this makes complete sense.
Yeah, look it up
Is
on Urban
nibbling a
Dictionary.
real
Let's see
word?
what it really means to them.
Nibbling is a gender-neutral term used to refer to a child of one's sibling as a replacement for niece or nephew. So
Wow.
I'm not offended.
Damn. I was really hoping to dig into something there.
You're hoping they were like trolling you or
I was
something.
hoping to cause some kind of fight. Such a cool song. Whose line was it about oat milk latte? That sounds like a JP line. Is that his?
No, that was mine.
Is it?
Everything. Yeah, everything comes from a personal experience, and
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, but also like I remember the line about my sister Shannon.
Yeah. Shannon
That
being
was
Shannon.
like it took me 15 minutes to stop laughing about that line because I was like crying. I was like, you don't understand. Like this is the realest shit I've ever written. Like she's so herself, and everybody that talks to me is always excited to hear like Shannon's stories and like what Shannon's been getting into because it's always some crazy shit. And I was like, yeah, everybody in their life like has that person that's like, I don't even know what they're on because they're just they're always on something.
That's a
Um,
meme waiting to happen, though, isn't it? Shannon being Shannon. It doesn't even matter if her name's Shannon.
yeah,
It's
no,
just
it can literally be Jeff. I don't. It doesn't matter. Like, yeah. For my real fans, like I have a song called On Purpose from like when I was 16. So like there's just like a few little like hints and little tiny things throughout the whole song. But
oh, cute.
I
Like
love that
little
line a
Easter
lot.
eggs, kind of.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's
And in
cute.
mostly in the video, more so in the video than the song, but
Right.
definitely Easter eggs.
Um, so obviously this song is a metaphor. But who is this song to in the sense of the person in it singing? Obviously you, but as the person in it singing, who are you singing to? Are you singing to an ex? Are you singing to someone in your life that you are trying to get over, or like when somebody puts themselves in that vocal, who are they singing to? What there's got to be a better way to explain that. I'm sure you know what I mean, right?
Yeah, my least favorite thing to do is to tell people what to picture when they're listening
Sure.
to like one of my songs, you know what I mean? Because like I picture the things in my head, but I know that everybody like nobody's me, so they're not picturing the same things I'm picturing. So I truly think it can be any relationship that you see fit, but also at the same time, I think it's just one of those things about how like every single time I look back on like 5 years in my life and I look back to situations with people or things or I'm always like, wow, that happened for a reason. And like, it's so nice to be able to like look back and know that like, whether things happen good or bad, whether things ended good or bad, like when you have enough time and you grow and you can kind of look back and you're not holding like anger or resentment, there's just like a lightness and there's like a very happy, nostalgic, reminiscent feeling on like, oh my gosh, we were so young. If only we had like not taken everything so seriously then, like, but it's nice that we can look back now and like have that perspective. So I think the song overall is just like it's a whole big metaphor for whatever you feel. But I do think there's just like something obviously like nostalgia and memories. I think a lot of people are like, don't be nostalgic. It means you're not letting go. But
Sure.
I write songs, so I can't do that. I was like, I can't always let go of memories. I have to like really milk them.
It's the most important part. People love memories more than they love new.
Yeah.
So, as we press play on a song for all of LA to hear it on my FM, is there anything about it that you want people to really listen to, like even production wise? Is there something that you spent a lot of time on, or yeah?
The horns in the song are some of my favorite. Like the trumpets towards the end of the song are just like one of my favorite little elements of the song that like I like love that I was able to like put them in a song because I didn't really have many songs that I could fit them into, and it just felt so organic and natural. I think Leroy Clampett, who's one of my favorite people ever, produced the song and is just like so incredibly gifted and so good at just kind of like having an understanding without me even telling him what to do, and like understanding the feeling of the song. And JP Sax is playing the guitar. So I just think it was made with so much love and in a room of people that I love with all my heart. But yeah, watch out for the horns. And yeah, I'm just excited to see what people think about it. I think it's different for me, maybe different for other people, and I think it's special.